What's your name?
I'm Cohen.
Cohen. I'm Sam.
Nice to meet
I like that name.
Thanks.
Cohen. Cohan.
H-E-N. Yeah.
Cohen. How often do people screw that up? How many people go for the A?
I feel like the A isn't actually that common. Most people go for a K at the beginning.
A K?
Yeah.
That's just rude.
Seriously.
I don't tell you. Okay. I'm going to give you the trainer sticks right away. Right thumb, left thumb.
Okay.
And every drummer, every person who picks up sticks who doesn't know what they're doing puts their hands together. No. No. Hands apart. So, this is what you're going to do. Hands apart and, ooh, I know. Where do they go? What are those cuffs? Strap you in. I'm turning you into a pro drummer right now, so
All right.
buckle up. Doesn't matter that it's loose. Keep hands apart.
Okay.
And the vector is going to be straight this way. Look at that. A little apparatus, a little bit of doodads on the stick, and he looks amazing already. Way better than hands together, finger on the stick, thumb off the stick, putting the thumb spots there. This is the ultimate trainer stick right here. This is 2.0, that's 1.0, but that'll do for now.
All right.
We'll see. If you impress me, then we'll pull out the big guns. Okay, do this. Now, keep your arms still. I'll help you out. And just turn to the wrist. Yeah. Look at that. And he's tapping his foot. He must be a musician.
Yeah.
Wind instrument?
Yeah, I play oboe.
How did I know? How did I know it was a wind instrument?
Well, because you're not a pro drummer, so.
Well, you could have easily said guitar or,
I
some
guess,
other
yeah.
lame instrument. Oboe is so much cooler than guitar. I am so over guitars, especially like 1970s squealy guitar music. I want all those people to die so that music can die, right? We're not listening to music anymore from the 1800s. Those people are dead. Therefore, the music is dead, right? Squealy guitars. So stupid. And what I hate about it is like the hype. Like some guy who moves his hand from here to there and all of a sudden it sounds difficult and like he's awesome. And everyone's like, ah! Like it's not that big of a deal, people. Like, I get it. I get guitar. Like it's easy. It's an easy instrument to like. Oh, I put my fingers here. So it's like it's a very much an accessible instrument to most people. I just do that. So it's really easy, straightforward to play, which is why most people play it, which is why it's the most popular instrument on the planet. So it makes sense that people would have an understanding and a familiarity with guitar because they kind of know a few chords too. So when they see a guy just shredding, it's like really impressive. So I get it. I still hate it. Acoustic guitar, take a load off. Acoustic guitar, sure. But anything that's plugged in, especially with a little distortion, just no. All right. You already know what to do. You just needed to be sculpted. Okay. Now, take these.
Okay.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to teach you. Right behind you is this. You can see it. Do you play an instrument? What do you play?
Piano and trumpet.
He looks like a trumpet player, doesn't he?
What does that mean?
Everyone looks like their instrument. I look like a jackass drummer. And he kind of has like the hot shot hair, and trumpet players are hot shots, right? He kind of looks like an oboe a little bit, right? If we had to choose an instrument that he looked like,
I'm seeing the saxophone right now.
well,
I have played saxophone.
a woodwind. He looks like a woodwind. Yeah, he'd look good with an alto sax in his hand, which I imagine he could play decently.
Yeah, I played Barry for a bit, so
Yeah.
I know how to play sax, but
Okay. 4 rights, 4 lefts. Now let's slow that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the reason why we slow it down is because now we're going to add the permutation of dynamics. Big, soft, soft, soft. Big, small, small, small. Big, small, small, small. Okay, I'm going to teach you an advanced technique right off the bat. When your hand goes down, and right here, right after it hits, I want you to crush the stick so that it doesn't fling back up. I want you to stop it from bouncing. Yes. Just like, just do once. Let me see, 1. Not a press, but in slow motion that looks like this. Hit, clinch. Yes, that's the basic idea. So now do this. Clinch, 2, 3, 4. Stop it from bouncing, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And the reason why, obviously, is because our next beat is a small note. And if we're up here, we're not ready for a small note. So if we just stop it, now I'm ready for the baby note. Okay, now hit the accent super hard, but I don't even want to hear this on the small notes. Thumb. Yes. Okay, now you can see it. Now just put your right hand up here, do the same thing. You keep going. You be my metronome. Might you be left-handed?
Huh?
Might you be left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
Good. I hate lefties. You lefty? Good. If you were, I'd kick you out of here. Why do I hate lefties? Okay. In the drumline world, they all gotta look the same. And leading with your dominant hand, 1, 2, ready, go, right hand, is way more natural. So, but lefties end up being some of the best drummers on the planet because they've been forced to be ambidextrous as much as one can be. So your homework assignment, and we're not done yet.
Right.
Your homework assignment though is to teach this to a potential student whose mom can drive that kid to my house in Atascadero. Teach this to that kid. And not just you taught it, but that kid needs to do it. Like I'm seeing you do it. So now you're doing it. So that kid has to be able to do it. Because my job is to teach you. And so therefore, in service to you as a student, if I have you teach it, you get better at it. I don't have to explain it to you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The only real learning is in teaching. You think you know something about something? No. You know jack shit until after you've tried to teach it. Because there's a whole other dimension of understanding that opens up when you try to formulate it into words for another human being to understand. You gain new perspectives on those concepts. These are fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
They sound nice. Just big ass marimba bars. There aren't any kids around yet, so I can just. All right, now show me a paradiddle. Follow this line over and over again, those 8 beats. Now come to single surface. This is multi-surface plane, single surface plane. Single surface plane is what we want to do when we're learning something, just as we did single surface here, and then added different pitches last. So show me paradiddles on a single surface. Oh, good. You're adding the accent. Good. You're ahead of the game. Okay, now this is what you're doing. You're pulling your punch. I'm slowing that down. It should sound like this. It's called feathering. Throw that as if you're doing knife throws, just wham! Let the wrist fly. Yeah, hit that thing. And you do get more leverage from the back here, but for the sake of proper position for the potential of bouncing, which we'll get to. Okay. Paradiddle, full stroke. Slow it down. Use your brain. And have those small notes like be down. They don't have to. If you're after the big note, you're coming up here. So get that stopped stroke in there. Do this. There it is. Yeah. The other hand, here, do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the reason why we're doing this, and by the way, your fulcrum is here. You're pinching there. If you didn't have your other fingers, you would be forced to play there. The grip is here. The grip is in the index fingers, and then your thumb comes down on top of it. There you go. Now wrap your fingers around. And when we do a stroke, to accelerate through a lesson, we can do wrist and fingers a little bit. Okay, so now, sticking to paradiddles, that's another technique that we can get into. But for paradiddles for now, big, small, 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 down, down, down. Oh, the reason why I had you do this, okay, go back to the 8 on a hand. But think about the other hand. So when you're doing this, think about holding this there. And the exercise is thinking about this, not the hand that's moving. Do 8 on a hand. That's 4 on a hand.
Oh.
Yeah, so when this is done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep it down. Don't lift in preparation with the other one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Yeah, good. Okay, now take that new coordination and apply it to the paradiddles. This is what I want you to do for the whole rest of your life. You too. And everyone else. For the whole rest of your life, I don't want you to ever make another mistake ever again for the whole rest of your life.
That's impossible.
No, it's not. How could it be possible to prevent making a mistake? What do you have to do to prevent?
Change your definition of a mistake.
All right, Mr. Semantics, you could do that. You get to slow it down. Don't screw up your taxes. Just do it slowly and get it right. Yes. Because if you do something wrong, especially repeatedly, now you're building that neural pathway to do something wrong, and then you got to unlearn all that shit. And it's, yeah. So especially in this context, don't make any mistakes. Get it right the first time. But even if it takes you, even if it's just like painfully slow. Because what we're doing is a brain thing. You have to understand it in the brain, and your hands obey the brain. If you're just letting your hands fly like some impatient middle schooler playing video games, then everything's just counterproductive. Yes? Yeah, don't let the other one fly up when this one goes down. You're doing like the stereotypical drummer boy thing. Yeah, keep that down. Yeah, you're doing it. Yeah. Now to the next line. And notice that it is a paradiddle. Look, there's a paradiddle right there. Paradiddle, paradiddle. But we're just shifting. Another way to do this is to do this. Paradiddle, paradiddle. It's the same thing, but it's just more palatable in this format.
Oh, so wait.
Slow down.
Should we hit it on
Slow down, no mistakes.
Hit it on the 2 or hit it on the 1?
Yeah, just stick to what the music is showing you. Accent on 1 each time. Yeah, good. So that's the paradiddle grid. And you can learn all of those. Watch me fly through them. Here's the regular paradiddle. Oh, and then, okay, 2 different tones. Now here's the next one. The third one. Last one. last one's a bitch because you have to go loud, soft. You have to go 1, 2. Try that. Yeah. So from here, from just 3 inches above, just go down, down. Now go down, lift. Uh-huh. Yeah, there it is. Uh-huh. Wrap your mind around the last one. Yes. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. This is your new brain game. I want you to do this every day for the whole rest of your life. Just even on your fingers on the steering wheel. Just like learn that. Just use your musician's ability to memorize stuff and just, you already know it. The diddle is on 3 and 4. Diddle, 1, 2, 3, 4. The diddle is on 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. The diddle is, that's why I have 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's the beginning of the rest of your life.
Sure.
You guys locals?
Yeah.
Let me guess. Cal Poly students.
Let's go, grads.
Yeah, we just graduated last year
Oh,
from Templeton.
well, the kids who play music always end up looking a little bit more mature than the others because there's nothing beats playing an instrument to develop the brain. And when your brain develops, your body develops. Paso High?
Templeton.
Templeton. Oh,
Yeah.
then you must be one hell of a brass player if you got Landers up your butt, right?
I didn't play high school.
Yeah, he quit after freshman year.
That is so lame. You had Dave Landers, the ultimate brass dude, with the ultimate band, small but powerful, winning competitions. Lame. And then you can add to the challenge by saying right, left, right, left, right, left. You can just say it.
Right, left, left, right, left.
And then you can say it at different volumes. You can say right, left, right, left, left. You can accent it with your mouth too.
Right, left, right, left,
Yeah, good.
left.
I'm clearly in the midst of a musician because, I mean, you can appreciate the difficulty for like a non-musician, especially like a kid. That's something to wrap your mind around. Were you in band with Landers?
Yeah, I was.
All right. Keep this guy as a friend your whole life, because he's leading the way. He doesn't make dumb decisions like quitting band. Did you have Landers your freshman year? And you quit?
Freshman year was COVID.
Yeah, that was COVID.
Oh. You guys got so fucked. Can you imagine being 7 and being out of school for 2 years? Like, your brain would turn to mush. We need to up the age of when you can be a president from like 35 to like 40 to compensate for that next generation that's coming up, because they're not going to be ready at 35. They're behind the 8 ball.
No way, yeah.
But since you guys do music, your brain was able to like compensate for that loss. So just online schooling, oh, fuck that. I'd rather kill myself. I'd rather go do drugs in the creek all day. I'd rather like go get some chick knocked up. Like I would have made all the wrong decisions if I had to go do computer homeschool. Oh my God. I do. Bless your hearts. I don't envy you at all. How much did it suck? Like,
Just get to lay in your bed all day.
It was the actual learning was terrible.
Yeah.
The being home and not having to actually do the work was fine.
okay, was there some accountability for doing the work though? I mean, were you getting grades or did the teachers just kind of like, fuck it?
Well, the end of 8th grade, like they didn't even give us grades after. They didn't change the grades at all. So that was no accountability.
Whoa, okay. I feel like COVID was like last month. So, but for you guys, it seems like a lifetime, huh? So you guys were in 8th grade when shutdowns,
When they started, yeah.
quarantine happened. Oh. Okay. Well, it's still lame that you quit band. I'm not going to let you off the hook for that. Yeah. And now go from a single surface plane to multi-surface plane. Now split the hands. Now you're making music. This is just a drill on one thing. This is just that's just monotone obnoxiousness. But it's now as soon as you start to add in, watch this. I'll do. I'm just doing paradiddles the whole time. Now I'm just switching surfaces. Multi-surface plane. Multi-surface plane. Ooh, you wanna try it? You wanna try my genius invention? Okay. I did the super glue held in place with the tape, so that's gotta come out. COVID. Man. Do not envy you. Thumb on either side of that. Get it up in there. And now I'm going to wrap your index to prevent it from gliding on the stick, which you're not doing, but it is a thing. And this goes on top of the knuckles. This goes onto the knuckles to prevent your pinky from going out, which you're not doing. But if you were doing that, and now make this go up and down. Oh, perfect. Perfect hand. That's the closest thing to me just like holding your hand in place for you without having to hold it. Do paradiddles with one hand. Now do this. Oh. Let's get rid of this. Keep your hands apart. If you put your hands together, I'm going to beat you with this. Okay. Now do this. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Yes. I love coordinated humans. I hate uncoordinated humans. Stand it. Although they'll get more coordinated if they do this, especially with me. I love talking shit with this microphone. It's like it makes me want to talk shit more, like even harder because I have a mic. It's dangerous. I want to do it so bad. Oh, dude. Just walk around with a megaphone. Slow that down. It sounds like garbage. Do-ga-do-ga-do-do. Pick something. And what you're doing is a little symmetrical exercise. You're doing right hand lead and then left hand lead, right hand lead, left hand lead. So it's good. You're clearly a musician. So the coolest thing that a human being can do is to play an instrument, right? This is not up for debate.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure, that's a profound yes, obviously.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes.
And the coolest instrument is drums. So therefore, the coolest thing a human being could do is to play drums. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. Oh, with a microphone, I can't help it. And so, now you can become a drummer. Just come to my house tonight, sleep on my couch, and in the morning, we'll get to it.
Okay. Sure.
And I'll turn you into a drummer, which means that I'm going to turn you into the coolest possible type of human being that there is.
Oh yeah.
And you have the paradiddle grid, and you have the basic ingredients of music making, which you already understand. But now you have the paradiddle grid. So the card itself is like currency. It has value. It has. Are these the coolest cards ever? Such a pain in the butt to make. I print six one-sided cards, and I put double-sided tape in between. I have a little jig that I do it. 47 seconds to make one of these, and 91 cents to. This is 91 cents, which is a lot for a card, but look how cool it is. It's very cool. Rounded corners, 3 by 3 inches. It folds, Z folds to 3 by 3. Fits in the pocket, and since it's 6 cards stacked, it has it's substantial. So if you put it in the pocket, it's not going to get smushed as easily. It's worth it.
You want to try, Luke?
I'm a terrible drummer. I'm okay.
Okay.
You're only terrible because you haven't had this experience. Because you've never been taught.
I did Landers trying to teach me.
Yeah, but he's not a drummer. I will say that he is probably more qualified and more qualified for a brass player to teach drums than other brass players, because he's a drum corps guy. Yeah. And so now, okay, watch the fruition. Let's go back to this. Isn't this cool? Oh, wait. Yeah. Go back to, use these. I have a little punishment there, like that nasty sandpaper to not choke up too far. So now, okay, now that you know what's involved, in the drumming world we have patterns, big notes, small notes, and then different tones. But for now, just the first two alone, watch me riff. So, watch for all my big notes. Pull up a C, guys, and just focus on all the big notes. Now focus on all of the small notes. So, big notes, small notes. Freeze. Your thumb is too far forward. this is where, okay. Give me a finger. Your finger is a drumstick. My thumb is off the stick. This is as hard as I'm grabbing. Feels like nothing. But now, if that thumb falls off the stick, you have no power. And so, if you're doing this, if you took these fingers away, now you have got nothing. Now it's just, yeah, it feels terrible. So do this first. And just hold those up. And now just drop your thumb in there. That's where I'd grab it. So, drummers have two things, single strokes, double strokes. Show me single strokes, right, left, right. Get your fingers wrapped around. And then turn over. There you go. Okay, yeah, and now do doubles. Everything that I'm doing here is just singles and doubles. There's some 3s and 4s and 5s in there, but that's advanced. Like when I do this, like like that. Don't do 3 for 5. That's in there, but this is essentially just a bunch of fast single strokes. It's not really a 5. It's just once 5 times. Howdy, kiddos. You want to see what I taught him? All right. Paradiddles split between the things. Big, small, 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 big, small, small, small. Right hand lead. I have turned him into a pro drummer. Took me 38 minutes. Yeah. What's your name?
Cohen.
Cohen. I already knew that.
Yep.
Cohen. C-O-H-E-N. You're right. It should have been an E-N, which it is an E-N. It is what it should be. Wouldn't that be great if that applied to all things in life? That just things are as they should be? Yeah. We'll start with your name. You guys finish those ice creams, and then have your mom spit on your hands and rub them on your, and then you guys are up next. I have a little thing of baking soda as my. You can add super glue to baking soda, and it turns into a rock. By the way. So if you ever are drilling a hole into some wood or whatever, like, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, you can stuff it full of baking soda and add super glue to it, and then just it becomes stronger than the wood itself. So it's a way to do that. But I'm going to use it right now to do this, because my hands get nasty out here in this heat, touching all these things. It's got that grit to it, so it's nice. And it's not soapy, so I'm not having to like waste all my water on a rinse. Howdy. Come back later to see some drums. Now, everything that you're doing, you're doing musical phrases. Now just slow it down and get it metronomic. And notice your hand choke up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, so where do you hold the stick? I'm going to answer the question you've always been wondering. Where do you hang on to the stick? You hang on to it where it bounces the most. Okay, that bounced this much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 of those, and then dead. 1, dead. So right about here, this fulcrum spot. A physics word. This is our fulcrum. So we grab it wherever that stick bounces the most. We're letting the stick do all the work for us. That's the trick. I'm just dribbling this thing. That's a dribble. I'm not going, wow. It's not me moving. It's just. Come back to these. And notice, actually take this, just take one stick for now and bounce that sucker. And notice like where it, and then play around like different along the spectrum. You can go too far up and then it doesn't have enough weight here. And then here it's not out of fulcrum, so it just dies. Yeah, and so that's where that spot is. So if you ain't holding it right, you ain't gonna be, you got no chance of doing anything fancy. I mean, I could hold it back here. But you can tell, that just sounds like garbage. Like this, okay, really extreme. Versus, like, world of difference. Because I'm just using the natural bounce. I like how she's like, yeah, she's like straddling and
all over the river. I'm like, don't just bring it on you.
she's got the right position for a big, sloppy, melty ice cream. And so your compulsion is to move your arm. Watch me drum. This isn't moving at all. I'm not articulating at the shoulder. I'm not articulating at the shoulder nor the elbow. This is just a fingers and wrist thing. So since you're wanting to do, relatively fancy stuff, but you don't have the technique or the strength yet, it's really all about strength, you're then compensating here. So I task you with just playing slower and more simple, yet only moving from the wrist. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not too shabby. Here's the ultimate challenge for a drummer. You thought the singles and doubles was a challenge? Watch this. Breathe. Oh, I screwed it up already. Right? So speeding, going from a 1-to-1 ratio, 1, 2. I move once, I hit once. I'm hitting twice, but it's just one stroke, one hit. This is a 1-to-1 ratio. This is a 2-to-1 ratio. I move once, I hit twice. 1-to-3 ratio. 4, 5. So, but that's not going to be as far as bouncing it goes. Here, do this. Fan your other fingers out and just do this. Yeah, you're just letting it bounce. Do it with the other hand. Just do this. Yeah. And now with just a little bit more touching, okay, now drop the thumb onto that. Now just wrap your finger all the way around that, put your thumb there. You still have it at one spot, especially with the fingers away from it. And not here, this. Yeah. Now press. Yeah. So then that can develop into you can do a buzz roll. You can press really tight, or you can do an open stroke roll, where it's just 2 each, or triplet rolls. Yeah. It's a strength thing. It's a strength thing, but then also it's, you know, you don't have to be super strong to do lots of things here. It's just a matter of like gauging that pressure. Like here's super loose pressure. Here's super tight pressure. So
Too loose.
I'd rather be too loose and you drop it than be too tight. Because people have no problem like squeezing down, but to like but to let go of that yet still maintain control is the difficult part. So if you're dropping 6, that's actually a good sign. Yeah. Just come sleep on my couch tonight and we'll go at it tomorrow. Day crescendo. Yeah, good. Do this. Grab on it with your fingers, wrap your fingers all the way around, and just turn at the wrist and have that thing slam into your arm. Do it slow. Slow and big. So now open your hands, close your like just do a death grip here, and then just turn your wrist. And now, keep your wrist straight, but then open your hand and lift with the fingers. So now do this. Wrist, 2, 3, 4, fingers, 2, 3, 4. Wrist, 2, 3, 4, fingers, 2, 3, 4. And then watch out for hitting this bone right there. Whack, right about there. And then you can do wrist and fingers, which then translates into a really big stroke. Wham! Wrist and fingers, open hand, crank back wrists. And so then all that leverage, all that whipping, all that Indiana Jones whip power, wham! Choom! Just like a cobra strike. Practice knife throwing, like boom, axe throwing, wham. Practice throwing a ball. Just anything throwing, shooting, dribbling is the way. Become an athlete first, then we'll talk. You play any sports?
Track and cross country.
Those aren't throwing.
Nope.
Did you ever play baseball?
Nope. I did soccer for a bit.
No. Go shoot some hoops. Go throw a racquetball against a wall and just practice throwing. Boom, wrist. Oh. Now she's
Living it up today.
all right. They're allowed we grant them a sugar overdose every once in a while. Yeah, I get it. I like how it matches her outfit.
Right?
I bet she did that subliminally. Like, I want the pink and blue one. Yes. Goodness gracious. So now you know it's practice. Chop, chop.
Yeah.
Don't not practice. Don't make me murder you. Take that. All right, you know at least one kiddo. Thank you. I've been practicing throwing things.
Gotcha. Sure, kids.
Axe throwing, hatchet throwing is really satisfying because there's a really nice weight to it, and so you really get a sense of boom.
Like darts.
Darts are cool. That's a little bit more finessey, but I want like power. I want you to feel the whip because there's a whip here. This is analogous to, hatchet, but it's got that weight on the end, so it's like really like, yeah. Cohen,
Thanks so much.
teach that to someone before sunset tomorrow. If you don't, you'll burst into flames. You have to teach that. Show him what to teach a kiddo tomorrow.
Gotcha.
And then send every kid you know, all of them, whether they want to do this or not, to my house in Atascadero. You know what to do. See you guys.